Foot Locker three-point contest. It takes a steady hand and a keen eye and an even steadier nerve to survive this competition.
This is all about concentration, guys. Steve can attest to that. You get on a roll, lock into that rhythm. That's what you try to do here.
No question, Clark. And the crowd is behind you. You know, the fans are watching on TV. It's really a different environment than a game. But if you can find the groove, find your rhythm, it really is a fun event and a chance for guys to show their shooting strokes.
And so here's Curry now. He has 60 seconds to make as many shots from behind the arc as he can.
And there are 25 balls total, 5 racks with 5 balls in each of them. And, of course, the last ball of every rack is the money ball, counting for double.
And, guys, by my math, that adds up to a maximum of 30 points, which has never been done. But who knows? We'll see if one of these guys can get on an unprecedented roll.
5 points now. Now with 6.
Curry really catching fire now. He's in the zone.
Now 8 points. Money ball, no good. He's got 9. He's got 10. He could have taken more from that rack. Only got 2 points. Now with 11. He's got 12. Launches 13. He averages 3 points a rack and finishes with 15. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. He looked very confident. You know, it never became one of those lights-out rounds that it could have been. But all in all, I think he's got to be pretty happy.
So it's Kyrie Irving ready to go.
You know, this is really a very unique experience for the participants. You're on your own out there. Nobody can help you. And every eye in the arena is focused on you.
You're right, Clark. It's totally different from a regular game. You're the only person out there. You're firing shots left and right. It's different, and you have to adapt to that different experience and make it your own if you're going to win.
3 racks down, 2 to go. Now with 11. That gives him 12. Good for 13. A 3-point rack for him right there. No good with his 4th in a row. Off the mark with 5 in a row now. 16 points is his score for the round. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that.
So it'll be Danny Green here.
The hardest thing for a shooter might be just maintaining that same level through all 5 racks.
Yeah, I think it is the hardest thing, Clark, because you're just not used to taking 25 shots in 1 minute. I mean, nobody does that. Even in practice, you know, you don't really do it that way. So it's a very foreign feeling when you're out there, and you've got to maintain that focus.
6. You could only get 1 shot to fall off the rack. He's up to 7. He's got 8. He's got 9. Can't get the money ball. 10 points on the board. Now with 11. 1 last rack remains. That gives him 12. That's 13. He finishes with 14 points on the board. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it. Not ecstatic, but, you know, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
So it'll be Chris Paul here.
And he needs at least 14 here to remain in contention.
The door's open. A good round would do it. He's got 5.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention.
Money ball, no good. He needs 8 points more.
Oh, my.
That's 7.
5 points more to stay in it.
10 points on the board. Now with 11. 3 more points to stay in contention. That gives him 12. He's made all but 1 of his money balls. He's tied for second. Tie made for first. That shot puts him in first. Pushes it to 18. He tallies 18 points. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
Well, the key was, Kevin, he took 6 out of a possible 10 points from the money balls. And those are huge points. You've got to take advantage of them, and he did.
He needs at least 15 here to stay alive.
Well, I know that he's thinking he's capable of matching that number for sure. But if he gets hot, I mean, if he gets into his groove, there's no reason why he can't beat that number.
Can't get the money ball. Now 3 points. Now with 4. He's got 5. He needs 8 points more.
Atta, baby.
And he buries his 5th in a row. Great stuff. 5 more points to stay in it. That's 13. 1 more to stay alive. Money ball, no good.
1 more to stay alive.
And now he's tied for 3rd here.
And that'll get him into a 2nd place tie.
18 points for him when all is said and done. Now that's how you do it. Outstanding focus throughout the round.
Yeah, that streak in there, what did he make, 6 in a row, I think? He was really feeling it, and that speaks to his confidence in this event.
And here we go with Freak. He knows exactly what score will get him into the next round. And 16 points, the bare minimum, if he's to advance. And he knows he can get this well within his abilities. Money ball, no good. Now 3 points. Now with 4.
Solid start there.
7 points.
He needs 8 more points to advance.
He's got 10. 11 points.
4 more and he moves on.
Good for 13.
He's finding that touch now.
2 more points to stick around. And he wasn't able to finish that last rack. He finishes with 14 points on the board. Paul's got the best score in the qualifying round, guys. I'll bet he's excited for the finals.
Quite honestly, I think the final round is wide open. I mean, we've got a bunch of great shooters moving on.
Yeah, we sure do. And I can't pick a favorite here, Clark. I think everybody's in the mix right now.
So it's Kyrie Irving ready to go. He's got to improve on his score from the last round if he wants to have a shot to win it.
There's no time to waste in this competition. The clock is ticking, and it's ticking fast.
But as a shooter, you don't want to keep peeking at the clock in between shots. I mean, you almost have to keep time in your head, but really most of these players have practiced at home before this competition, so they have a decent idea of what's ahead.
Struggling, big time.
Now 3 points. Now with 4. He's got 5.
Look, he just had a flat tire. He's gone off the rails. 3 bad racks in a row.
Four money balls, 4 misses. That hurts. 7 points. Now 8 points. He's got 9. That makes it 4 straight for him. His total for the round comes to 12. That's far below what he's capable of doing when he's on his game.
Yeah, it seemed like every time he was starting to get into a good rhythm, he just couldn't capitalize on it. He'd quickly fall out of his pace.
So it'll be Chris Paul here.
So often we see just a few misses in a row totally derail the play. It has that snowball effect if you let it.
Yeah, and that's all the more reason that your only thought as a shooter can be on your next shot, not the previous one. But that's much easier said than done.
4 more points, and it's time. 9 points.
Well, he's off to a decent start, guys.
3 points more to tie it. Up to 10 now. Gets the money ball. Hits, and now he has the lead.
And still going.
Well, he's got the score to beat in this final round.
He's at 14. He comes away with 4 points on that rack.
Rock solid shooting down the stretch.
finishes the round with 17 points. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Well, the way he closed out the round was the most important and the most impressive thing. I mean, he just caught fire at the right time and really turned in an impressive performance.
He was the hottest shooter entering the finals, so he earned the right to go last, and he knows exactly what the target is.
18 points to go ahead, 17 points to score to beat.
On the money.
That's his 5th consecutive make. 7 points.
Respectable start here.
No good with his 4th in a row. His 5th consecutive miss. 8 more points for him to tie it up.
He's only got a cushion of 2 more misses, guys. No more than that.
1 rack left. 5 more points needed for the win. Now 14. Well, I think, yeah, that's it. He's done.
Yep, he can't make it up in these last few shots, Kevin.
Well, thanks for coming. We will see you next year.
He posts a score of 14. And as we close out the Foot Locker three-point contest, we can see
What's up, everybody? Freak, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just hard to believe I get to be a part of all this.
It's the end of a long weekend. Just do your best and relax and enjoy it. Maybe give the fans a little show, too. But you all know things get serious in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah, I'll be ready. Butterfly's long gone by then.
What makes you think you'll even be playing in the fourth quarter, Freak?
Okay. Just because I wasn't on the cover of 2K like the rest of y'all doesn't mean I can't get it done when it counts.
And you can't even get it done on a virtual court. I beat you without even trying last night.
Got you there.
You got lucky. Okay, I want a rematch.
Yo, I want in on this. I could take you or James.
Well, I got plenty of time to beat all of you. Steph, you want in on this too?
I'm in. Hope you know how to defend the long ball better than you do out here.
I'll take one after you guys are done. Might as well make me the championship game.
Ha! Okay, consider it done. It's gonna be easiest night of my life. But now it's time to start the real show with the league's newest star at center stage. Good luck tonight, fellas.
a special day for basketball fans across the world, the All-Star Game. We'll have the greatest athletes in the world playing the greatest game in the world. We're happy to bring it to you right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. And so here are the West All-Stars.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. Changes. Monroe comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's the Bulldozer in for Irving.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
James has a two-pointer. Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Monroe. Lowry against LeBron. Inside, Arthur, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, the All-Star Game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
Curry dishes to Davis. Anthony against LeBron. Here's Lillard, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard. And the East with some changes. Okafor's checked in, and Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Anthony. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Marc Gasol's checked in for Anthony Davis. Griffin comes in for Leonard. Gordon Hayward's checked in for James. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Curry. Right side out of the Kumbo, and there's the 3-second violation. James Harden, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And the West All-Stars have possession. Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
I asked him about how he was going to get the All-Stars comfortable playing with each other, and he said, we're just going to keep our sets very simple and let them go out and make plays. I took one look at the roster and knew all I had to do was get out of the way, and we'd have success. Should be fun to watch, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. Rose attacking, lays it up and banks it in. Rose has got his first points in this one.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Okafor with the steal. Antetokounmpo against Bledsoe. Here's Rose, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Monroe. .44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Bledsoe against Rose. There's the triple. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Griffin with the steal. Here's the break. The finish. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. So Okafor will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden. The East All-Stars have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. The dish to Griffin. From down low. They shoot again.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The West All-Stars have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And he makes the first. Harden hits them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 1. And the second. And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
Because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the East All-Stars, Arthur in at shooting guard. Zach Randolph is out there with Jefferson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Anthony in at the 3.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Arthur. But they get it back. Moves back up. Great D that time from Leonard.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
James kicks to Curry. From outside, off the mark. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. The dish to Arthur. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball, trailing by 5. Irving kicks to Randolph. Unloads from 13, and he knocks down the jumper. Randolph's got his second bucket tonight. Here's Curry. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. LeBron right side. Here's the 3. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. And here are the East All-Stars. On its way from Irving for 2. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
The shot no good. Great D that time from Davis. Knocked loose. Irving with the steal. Pass to Arthur. And he gets it to go.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
That's good.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Curry's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Curry against Irving.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
In the corner, it's James. Lets it go with the 3. Can't get it to go. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Irving with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Tipped away. Curry with the steal. Here's Leonard. finishes the break with a slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Good. That's now 8 points for Al Jefferson.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Lillard, here's Davis, and that one is hammered home.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Irving kicks to Arthur, launches it. The offensive rebound. That is good. And that's now 10 points for Al Jefferson.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Get ready for your
New players in now for the East. So for the West. 1:52 left to play in the first half. Russell kicks to Griffin. The pass to Hayward. Griffin a screen on Antetokounmpo. Back to Griffin. Clock at 6. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Russell passes to Bledsoe. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. For three, Hayward. Rebounded by Rose.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
So they take the lead. 6 points for Kyle Lowry. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum. The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Rose dishes to Okafor. No good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. East All-Stars have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Both teams making substitutions here. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pass.
And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books. The Bulldozer, he's checked in for the East. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Damian Lillard out there with Curry. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Davis. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. Outside Irving. Now here's Arthur, guarded closely. He dishes it to Randolph. Arthur kicks to Irving. 5 to shoot. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Misses, and he wants that one back. And here's the West with the ball. The lead is 2. Nobody near Leonard. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Leonard's got the first basket of the second half here for the West All-Stars. Irving drives in. Good on the shot.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
The West All-Stars have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6.
Leonard playing extremely well. He has 12 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Move the ball. Stick it to Love.
Irving against Curry. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Leonard.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
To Davis. Launches a 3. James with another miss.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Irving passes to Arthur. From the line. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Poked away, and it's out of bounds. Pass touch by Curry. Now, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Control the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
Now here's Arthur, covered by Lillard. Will it go? Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Arthur.
You know, Kevin, he outweighs his man by quite a bit in that matchup, and he did the right thing by going straight to the rim. Don't mess around with it.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack. One more time.
And here's the West with the ball. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Leonard kicks to Curry. Rejected by Walker. Left side, DeRozan. And Davis sends it back. Walker against Lillard. Outside Leonard. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's 15 points for Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's gone 6 of 7 so far. Boy, he's making it look easy here, isn't he? Arthur dishes to Carmelo. And that one's good. Anthony's got his first 2 points. Now Lillard, 7 points in the game. Curry kicks to Davis. Back to Curry. The 3. Another miss by Curry. Curry's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Walker the pass to Carmelo. He feeds it to Arthur. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
A big group substitution here for the East. Okafor's checked in. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Anthony. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lowry in for Walker. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Marc Gasol's checked in for Davis. Griffin comes in for Leonard. James Harden, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Steph Curry. They get a hand on it. Shot clock at 5. Here's Arthur. Puts up the baby hook. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, he didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Moutier, he's checked in for the West. 58 seconds left in the third. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Butler with the steal.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
The East All-Stars have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Griffin. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Here's Lowry. West All-Stars with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Okafor with the steal. Now here is Lowry. Fade away. Off on that one. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams. Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Arthur, he's in at shooting guard. Anthony is out there with Jefferson. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Randolph in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the five out there for the East All-Stars. Arthur, no good. And Lillard kicks to Curry. Back to Lillard. For three. And it's the East with the rebound. Anthony's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. To the middle. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Arthur.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the West All-Stars?
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. James is checked in.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Lillard outside. Dishes to Curry. Fires from deep. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Anthony with the drive. Here's Jefferson, and he banks in the layup.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
James dishes to Curry. Leonard against Randolph. Leonard kicks to LeBron. Passes it to Davis. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And here are the East All-Stars. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Randolph. All alone. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Randolph's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Left side Curry. Here's Davis. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Irving kicks to Randolph. The West All-Stars pull it in. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. LeBron can't get it to go.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Lillard against Irving. Here's Arthur. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And a wide open look for James. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Leonard. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. Curry passes to Davis. From the top of the key, and Curry the bucket on the assist by Davis. That's now 8 points for Steph Curry. Curry's gone 3 of 7 shooting from the floor. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Randolph, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Lillard dishes to Curry.
Take a look at what Curry's done. He's got 8 points, and he's able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And he is unable to get the second one. Now here's Arthur. Tight defense on him. Jefferson kicks to Randolph. Right through the D for the layup. Randolph's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And stolen by Irving. The feed to Randolph. It's stolen by Davis. Curry passes to James. 1:25 left in the fourth. Kicks it to Lillard. Clock at 6. A 3 from Leonard. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 18 points for Leonard.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Irving dishes to Arthur. The 11-footer. And he overshot.
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim
Os manos no posto. Leonard's gone 3 of 4 from distance. Only the 1 miss. Wow. Arthur in at shooting guard. Zach Randolph is out there with Jefferson. Then there's Irving. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Here's James following the basket by Freak. Kicks it out to Lillard. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 9 points for Lillard.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Randolph nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And the West All-Stars with possession. They've led by as much as 10.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Inside. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Lillard. And it's a 9-point West All-Star lead.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
Irving's shot is good.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
There's the feed to LeBron. Dishes to Davis. Back to James. To the paint. It's deflected. Leonard, no luck. Fast break. Here we go. And here's Anthony for three. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's in
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So Kawhi Leonard, he had a nice surge to start the second half, hitting his first three shots.
Well, he had fun out there.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some blended.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that, the hood call it Ludic. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down like go. My verses still be serving tight like a million. This last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Down for, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler mud life. We all in all black, it's like life. You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. and they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, pot on the stove, water getting boiled, being sold.